And the funniest thing that I start to realize about myself, and I know everyone wanting to figure out who their own self are, what their weakness and strength. Some are high, some are low, or someone you like to help them to grow. There's always this sense of this whole thing about every individual, and I guess just myself is to go seek and communicate whatever I can in my workplace, whatever I can as well, and sharing some ideas and probably change my point of views and whatsoever. That's the way how most of us learn. Whatever you take the best or take the bad is up to your and what makes sense. And especially we live in a different time, so maybe that particular thing that whatever the situation, maybe a couple of years or 5 years or before Corona or after Corona, does not make sense. Probably it does make sense in today as well. So it made me open up a lot more. If I didn't make videos, I probably will make a lot of bad choices um, based on that area and very narrow-minded. And that is something that I started to question myself. Like, not many people that I know is gonna be, everyone has their own expertise in life and everything, and I would like to communicate and find out something, whatever how it is. And there was one worker that I work with, and he seems like, we in the similar position, newly fatherhood. And I asked him the other day, I'm like, what do you view about me? Right? You can say the worst thing about me. I don't care, because sometimes I felt like what I'm thinking, what I'm saying, especially in my family, is what I mean by my family is more of my partner's family, not with my father. Um, it's just the fact that I get to see why I'm thinking so ahead, and most of the time, it's just so to the point that I could predict or something. Is it because I'm dyslexic? Is it because X, Y, and Z? Anyways, we'll get to the point. What I said is, that person, I said, what do you think about me as compared to other workers that you've worked with, whether this industry, whatever. And he says that I'm switched on. Now, I don't know how many of you guys will agree to it. I can agree with some degree, because it is the most important fundamental, as any parent out there will like their kid not only just book smart but also to be switched on. And there's one video that I've made probably 2 days ago, and I think it all comes down to jacks of trades, right? Now, I know all of us, we studied, we get the job, and we only narrow our expertise profession in that area. But what I'm trying to say, because nowadays everyone would like to have this sort of like paying a skill or paying a service to get the job done, and they're not willing to learn the expertise or learn the field, like, or learn the foundation. My dad, when me and my dad, my dad was running his renovation business, and he said to me, you have to be jacks of all trade, because one day you can't just say you got to hire the renderer, the brickie just to do that, because you only got to do small odd job. You can't always rely on everyone. Obviously, when it comes to a big job, you are going to call someone, right? And it's all come down jack of trades, and it's just right, because I spoke to family members and my friends as well, and I told them, even though I'm 33 and I have so much, maybe like a building industry, like, even though I'm not the expertise building it, but I know the concept. At least, no matter what you do, like what you've learned or do something like building, or maybe mow the lawn, like, you know what's to do fast first, like maybe when to do it, and when in a raining season, a raining time, what is the best to do. You count the different seasons as well. You have that as well, or perhaps trimming trees, or or probably fixing a tap, or learning from all that mistake, and somehow you make it workable, functionable, and with your own hands, something like that. I don't think it's being appreciated, being put on in many of the daily lives, where we are so focused on at work, 9 to 5. If there's an issue, call someone to do it. Yeah, 5 grand, bang. But I feel like, just to understand the concept, whatever, to be street smart, to know what it looks like and know how to handle, I believe that in my 33 years old comparison, those are 33 years olds, because what my father has brought me into this jack of trades in the building world. How can I interpret it, and how my thought process may, not only just that, but also other communication, and you can bring there's a similarity, or what can you put it in a different concept and a different way that give you the light bulb moment. And I'm dyslexic, I mentioned before. I guess everyone has a different learning curve. I think probably just for me, probably working with the hands, and then somehow try to make it into what it is. It is what it is. So that's why I say jack of all trade. I believe that everyone should give a shot and understand and appreciate when someone do the craft, because those who did their craft, they do it for living. For us, we just do it just for now, just to fix up, patch up, or whatever the job it is. May not be the most professional job, but hey, it does the job. And you think outside, you think how it does. That's what I'm saying.